Hello everybody, my name is Bloodbath169 and welcome back to Ark Survival Evolved. In our last episode we made quite a bit of progress. We are standing in the frame, or the skeleton I should say rather, of the breeding pen that we mostly set up. Don't mind my cat, she is also very clearly in heat. I apologize in advance. Unfortunately, I've said it in other episodes, there is just not a dang thing I can do about her yowling. Unfortunately. So, in addition to that, we also discovered that there is a animal that we can tame that will be a boon to us as we continue grinding, especially wood. This episode had a lot of grinding behind it, because this last episode, yeah, that was a lot of grinding. This was even more grinding. And this time, of course, I pointed out the area where we were going to try to clear and look for any lore items, and that was, of course, up here. In that process, I did not get it on video, unfortunately, but we did run into. What I do is I take our 3 tames up there, and I use them as both bodyguards and pack mules, and they hold the wood as I assault, or as I'm harvesting. Well, we ran into that alpha raptor, believe it or not, and yep, that alpha raptor kind of got owned. And I was riding on Karen there. Now, see, I thought that was going to be that I was nervous because of how easily it took down Sheila. Well, as it turned out, I didn't have anything I needed to be worried about, because between Sheila 2.0 there and Doc knocking him back and Sheila 2.0 slashing the crap out of him and me just occasionally getting a good hit with Karen there, it only took maybe 30 seconds to kill him. And believe it or not, Sheila 2.0 actually does about 3 times as much or 4 times as much damage as Karen. So I'm like, ooh, I want a saddle for you. And she's fast. Not as fast as Karen, but fast. So we're going to, we have the one project we're going to try to finish today as part of our building segment. We're going to see if we can't finish the breeding pen for the most part. There's still a couple details, nods and sods that need to be added. Primarily, dino gates, but I'm holding off if I can on dino gates because as I was looking through the Ingrams, and there are colossal gates, the behemoth gates, and those are the ones that anything can pass through. So I want to hold off on doing the gates until then, and hopefully this area is wide enough to handle them. I could put a basic gate in right here, but this corridor is meant to be just more or less open. And as far as the in-between area here goes, I'm not as worried about it, to be honest. Not as worried about it. I will make additions as needed to this area. So, we are going to start a time-lapse here, and we're going to see if we can't finish this building. And it is a massive building. As you can see here in Doc's inventory, we have quite a bit of building material, and I've got some extra here so I can do building as needed. And yeah, so we're going to get with it and see what kind of progress we can make. Alright guys, and we are back. So, that took a little bit longer than I thought it would. But, with all that being said, this is our braiding pen. And it is a massive structure. What I am very pleased about is I barely needed to touch any of the wood that I store in the house in that immediate projects room. So, this did not require me to build in much of it or do much of anything other than just use the resources that I already gathered. I did use a little bit, but not anything approaching like what I had to use last week. So that'll be it for building for today, but I think this will make, let's grab Doc here. Let's see what Doc thinks comparison-wise. So Doc's a pretty big boy, and he is completely dwarfed. I could stack 5 or 6 docks on top of each other and not have that be bothered. Now I can always tear out these catwalks as needed. Really the only reason I need them is if I want to do construction on the top half. So they're not really a big deal to take out or put back in as needed. Now what is interesting is I am in a enclosed area, but it's still showing it as raining where I'm at, which is kind of disappointing, but it is what it is. So, what we are going to do now is we are actually going to go on a little bit of an adventure, because the big thing that we need next, and it's our next goal that we discussed in our last episode, is we are going to work on this stack right here. The refining forge, smithy, metal pick, and metal hatchet. We want to upgrade our tools and add the ability to refine. I think smithy, yeah, we need metal ingots for smithy, so we got to get our refining forge first and foremost. Oops, wrong way. So, can I go ahead and build that? I cannot. What am I lacking? I am lacking stone. Okay, well, good news is that I have stone that I've been inadvertently picking up this whole dang time. So let's go ahead. Let's actually build 2 if we can. How many can we build? We can build 2. So let's build 2 refining forges, and we'll put them up here in our workshop area. And we leveled up. I did figure out, by the way, what the I think I figured out anyway, what the crafting skill upgrades do, and they actually they cause us to craft faster, which is always welcome. Always, always, always welcome. So, okay, so we've got our forges. Oops, wrong way. Duh. Okay, so we have forge number 1 and forge number 2. Oops, that is interfering. Oops, idiot me on my part. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say this is colliding. It's not important visually or even functionally, but it's OCD thing for me, and I can create that and then demolish it because I don't need that. Okay, so these will need fuel. So why don't we go ahead and actually let's go down and grab some wood. In our last episode we did also unlock gunpowder, and I believe I looked at it. I want to say the gunpowder recipe is spark powder and charcoal. Yeah, spark powder and charcoal. So to say that we will need a lot of spark powder and charcoal, or charcoal especially in this case, would be the understatement of the year. Oh, actually we did use quite a bit, didn't we? Almost a full stack here. But what we're going to do is we are actually going to load up. Let's just grab all that wood. And we're going to load up our furnaces or our forges here with wood. That does two things. We get charcoal out of it. That holds how many? 24. So why don't we put 4 stacks of fuel in each one? Because our next goal is to take our raft, actually. I did a little bit of research in the meantime. I don't think we have the strength right now or the coordination to make it through that swamp. There's apparently a lot of enemies in that swamp. Not something we can handle currently. But what we can do is to get metal. There's a lot of metal on mountains, and the closest mountain to us, of course, is on that in that center redwood area where all those evergreens are. So the in-between solution would be to find a cave. Apparently there's a lot of metal in caves. So what we are going to do is we are going to take Karen here, and we are going to go on a spelunking tour, a little attempt to anyway. Can I get up there? I sure can. I do want to have something to ride on, among other things, in the cave. So we will bring Karen with us. Karen has an upgrade. She was upgrading health. No, stamina. Stamina. And what we're actually going to do, first of all, is we're going to build 2 chests. And we're going to put them on the raft here, and that way we can haul large amounts of stuff. Whenever we need to go somewhere or haul something, we can then haul it effectively without it being in our inventory. So what we're going to do is we are going to, night is falling, so what we're going to do is we're going to take our raft and Karen here, and kind of, okay, it's a little wonky as far as that goes. I don't want to go out over deep water because I don't know what's under there. And let's not kid ourselves and say that this raft is a powerful force of any kind. I suppose let's go over here and see it with what's in this loot crate, if it stays here long enough for us to grab it, and then we will see if we can't locate a cave. I know they're mostly inland, but I don't want to go all the way around the island if I don't have to. Because among other things, as you guys can see, this is not a quick means of transportation. What is bright colored right there? Oh, it's just a turtle. Okay. I thought that was a shark or something else. I'm like, please don't do that to me. Okay, that's inventory. Okay, it's Y. Same controls to get off a dino. What's in here? Okay, I already have both of those, so those are pretty worthless, unfortunately. Thankfully, I have a pretty decent sense of direction, but we're going to fast forward as we try. This is probably one of the worst times to try to locate a cave, but we're going to try to locate a cave and see if we can't get a boatload, stock up on metal ore, basically. Because we have a lot of projects that require metal, and I'd love to be able to get our beaver tamed in today's episode as well. And of course we need metal ingots for that as well. So we're going to hit fast forward one more time, and this is going to be a little bit of on-camera grinding. and exploring. So let's hit it. What the heck is that? That's big. It's like a whale of some kind. It's got that red glow, says it's an alpha of some kind. Joy. Let me just stay away from you. I don't think I want to meet you in a dark alley. God, you're big. No, I'm not going near that. Just no. Okay, and while we've been en route here, I did do a little cheaty thing. It's a huge island. I don't want to spend all your guys' time, or all my time, trying to record. Just getting to a cave. So I think I located one down towards this way, if my direction sense is correct, which is debatable at times. But if we pull up our map, yeah, there's a little cove right here, and it should be close to here. Should be operative words. So what we're going to do is we're going to park our raft right up here. And take Karen in. Of course, we do have Alaska on our neck as well. I can't have that out. Okay. I do not like exploring at night. I can't see anything more than about 2 feet in front of my face, and I really don't like that. Oh, I don't like this. Am I going down a canyon? Kind of looks like it. Okay. Oh, guys, I am so sorry about my cat. I know she can't help it, but golly gee, is she annoying like this. Okay. Hopefully I don't live to regret coming down this way. We're actually going to pause for a sec, because I'm going to see if I can't shut this cat up a little bit. I mean, jeez, this is getting irritating to me. Okay, what's going on here? Oh, I got her to quiet down for a while anyway. What is that? something I don't want to... Raptor! Go ahead and just eat you. Okay, so the canyon's narrowing down. Makes me glad we have Karen here, because that would have killed us dead. And then we would have lost our furry friend. We would have lost Alaska too. I'm trying to... There it goes again. Or another one anyway. What is up here? I don't know what that is, but there's a bunch of them. I don't like that. Hold on. They must be nocturnal predators because their eyes, I can see their eyes glowing in the dark. Ooh, is that a stego? I think that is a stegosaurus. That is a stego. Don't know if I can get close enough to help it though. I'm gonna have to go down. I think she's right where I'm needing to go actually. Maybe. Oh, there she goes. Okay. Let's see, you're gonna come after me? Yep, you are. Trudon. Okay. Taking a beating. Thankfully these guys have already taken a beating from that Stegosaurus, but even with that being said, they're flipping me all over the place. Okay, got one down. That's something. There's two. Poison. No wonder it's taking a minute to kill you. You're level 110. Oh. Yeah, I know, sweetie. You are tired. You took a fearsome beating right there, too. And this right here, guys, is why I don't like trying to find things at night. But I also am an impatient dude, and I just do not like waiting either. Thankfully, that gives us plenty of raw meat for her to eat, and that helps her keep her health high as well. Her stamina is starting to recharge, so good, good, good. Oh, more of these ants or Titanomera. Oh, there they come on the ground. Chitin. Sure, I'll find a use for that. Okay, so I feel like I should have found something by now. And unless I'm just losing my mind, which is entirely possible, as that is. I think it said something about being in the canyon, so we must have passed it at some point. Not that the map is incredibly detailed, or that I can see myself on. We did walk right past it. It was right where the Stegosaurus was. Okay, so cave. Loading it in. How much weight are you carrying, sweetheart? Well, no wonder you're going slow. We're carrying a lot of weight. What was that? What is that? Ichthyornis? Yep, nope, I don't want you around me. Do not want you around. Okay. So, let's see. Is that crystal? Can we get our spyglass going? That is crystal. How much do we need for the spyglass? Spyglass, we need 2 crystal. That's stone. That's still stone. That's also stone. There we go. Okay, so now we can craft our spyglass at long last, and now we can check things out from a distance. Now we don't have any other current need for crystal, but keep an eye out for stuff we can use here. You know what? Actually, really quick, we're gonna snap back, but what I'm gonna do, we're slowed down so much. Poor Karen here is just slowed down to the point where she's just chugging. So we're gonna run back and we're gonna deposit all of our heavy stuff in the crates on the raft. I should have done that to begin with, but we're gonna try to find the raft, and you guys will see a brief time lapse of that. So we will be right back. Okay, so we're finally back. So we had ran into a something that stole something from us, a full stack of hide, which would be really nice to have back, but unfortunately I'm just not going to go chasing it down. Wow, I cannot see crap. Okay. But what we're looking for is apparently some kind of shiny rocks, and that'll be an ore vein. Okay, so let's go cautious here. As I also saw on there, the advice about spelunking is that they can be very, very, very dangerous. It can be very dangerous to spelunk. So we are going to go slowly and cautiously. Of course, I can't see worth a damn. I don't imagine you guys can either. It is dark in here. What is that? It's kind of similar to the obelisk. I mean, we're going to save exploring caves until we're much stronger, I think, but... Ooh, I see something that might be shiny. I see some shininess. But I can't see... Those are shiny. Okay. Oh, there goes the cat. Okay. Okay, I don't see anything around, but I don't trust this. This is way too quiet. I am so suspicious of this. Nothing's moving. I mean, there's a bunch of movement over this way, but... Huh. What's down here? I see more metal down there, but I don't see anything hostile. Not gonna lie, guys, this has me all kinds of on edge. Because, criminy, I feel like I should be getting attacked by now. Got Karen here. But a minute. Dang it. Crap, we are out of something that we need. Wood and thatch, I bet. Let's run back out of here real quick. Oh, this makes me nervous. Should have kept some wood and thatch on me. Or paid attention to where the durability on my pickaxe was. Would be actually have been better, but hindsight being what it is, it's only useful in 2020 mode. Ha 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 ha. Okay, go around, go around. I should just need to punch a tree a couple times. It's a lot brighter out here than I remember. Oh, it's because I hadn't loaded everything in yet. Okay, so let's punch this tree. Okay. Yep, wood and thatch. Let's get back in there. Okay. So here we go again. I think there's some more metal up there. A lot of stone, not a lot of metal. Okay, so we're up to 110. I doubt it's a 1-to-1, it's more like a 1-to-2. So how much metal do we actually need? I know at least 5 for the smithy. Metal ingots, rather. I need 5 for the smithy. Yeah, so there's 10. 12, call it 30. The the beaver saddle. Where's the beaver saddle? And also our Therizinosaur saddle. We'll want both of those. So, Arthropleura, Megalosaurus. Casteroids, there it is. Okay, so we'll actually need 200 just for the metal, for metal ingots for casteroids. Okay, what about Therizinosaur? 110. So we probably need something on the order of like 600 metal ore. And we're up to how much? 110, so we're about 1/6 of the way there. Well, let's keep going, I guess, and see how much more we can find. I see something moving up there. Take the headphones off and just have them around my neck, and then I can hear better. Oh, that's beautiful timing. What am I out of to fix that? Flint. There's a lot of rocks around. God, this makes me so nervous, guys. So nervous. We get metal out of that too. Okay, it's good to know. Let's repair that. This might be a good source of flint if it wasn't so far away. Okay, let's harvest this. Get a boatload of stone out of this. Okay, okay. Nope, 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 nope. I don't like that. I just heard a snake. I'm up to 209. And I'm overloaded. How badly overloaded? Quite a bit badly overloaded. Let's drop the stone. We don't need the stone. And this is a 1-to-1 ratio on weight. We'll keep a little bit of stone just in case we need to repair something. We already made that mistake once. Kind of makes me wonder if the enemies in here are the reason we're not seeing any is because they're spawned into the walls or something. Which is even more nervous making, to be honest. God, I cannot see a thing. There's a big chunk of metal right there. Two big chunks. Okay. Well, let's hop off. How much can we probably safely carry? We're at just under 300, so we can probably carry about, what, another 100 or so? I mean, we'll be slowed to a crawl and we'll have to jump ahead on your guys' part, but that's not going to be the end of the world. Okay. I know we're going to be overloaded. Okay, so we carry 300 metal in a stack. As far as she goes, we're about overloaded. So let's go ahead and run back. Let's deposit what we've got into the... Oh, that is most definitely spawned inside the wall. I think I just saw something move in the wall. Okay, so we'll have to be careful coming down here because that means enemies are spawning. They're just stuck in the walls for some reason. Which I'm not complaining about, but that just means we need to stay close to the walls, or stay away from the walls, because that might mean that things can hit us and we can't hit them back. So, I love graphical glitches. Not. Alright guys, so we're going to clip away and bring you guys right back in. When we get back into the cave, we're about halfway there as far as gathering metal goes. We wanted about 600 metal ore, so we'll bring you guys back in when we're a little bit, either when we're closer to that, or we may do a time lapse. I can't decide just yet. So, regardless, we'll return to bring you guys back in when we are getting there a little bit closer. I'm not worried about the loot crate. Okay, so we are back in the cave again. Alright guys, so let's see what's around. I'm getting very nervous we've not run into any actual enemies in here. I've heard a snake, but that does not mean nothing. Okay. I see something moving there, but I can't tell what it is. Let's grab this metal here. Hopefully we get better rates harvesting with that metal pickaxe, because this is pathetic. I get more metal just harvesting that other stuff. I don't see anything. God, this makes me so frickin' nervous. I don't know what's going on. I feel like I should be surrounded by enemies, but I'm not. You know that feeling like when you should be in more danger but you're not, and it just makes you so frickin' nervous? Okay, so that was a good hit. Okay, not that button, this button. Okay, so we are up to 130. We're about halfway to where we want to get to. Is that metal? No, those are the boxes I just dropped. See, that's the kind of stuff that makes me nervous. There's just poop hanging in midair. Why would there be poop hanging midair? That doesn't make sense. We're going to get our stuff, and then I think we're going to do a little experiment, guys. Because this makes me all kinds of nervous and uneasy. But with that being said, as much metal as we're finding in here, and stone even. Oops, there goes that. I pooped. Okay. There's 216. Stop running. Getting there. But I think what we're going to do, guys, is before we leave this cave with our metal here, we are going to, and we're going to see if we can't keep a hold of all that stone we just picked up. Because that should bring us up to where we need to be. Okay, that does overload us, I think. Yep, just about. So what we're going to do is we're going to drop that. How is our speed? Not great, but not bad either. Okay, so what do we got down here? We got a lake. Alright, we know the route out. So what we're gonna do, guys, is we're gonna tempt fate a little bit. This is probably a really bad idea on my part. But let's run around. I see there's a pillar right here. Let's run around that pillar and see what we can scare up. And see what all kind of enemies we have down here. What the deuce? There's nothing here. Oh god, that freaks me out so bad. We're gone. We're gone. We're gone. There should be something in here. I know there should be something in here. There is no way we found the one cave that didn't spawn anything. No, just no. That I am 12 kinds of suspicious now. Everything I've read says that caves are some of the most dangerous places on the island, and there's nothing here. Oh no. 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 I already heard one snake, so that tells me that everything's spawning in the walls, and no. It's just what I need, is I just need to be covered in snakes and other crap. So we're going to fast forward once we're out of the cave here, and we're going to fast forward on back to the island, back to our base anyway, and see how well that harbor idea of ours works. Because I think we should have picked up enough metal to make that trip worth it. Bronto? Yep, that's a Brontosaurus. Don't step on me. Almost out of stamina. There's more of those Troodons too. Let her stamina recharge. Alright guys, we're going to fast forward back to the base and get to smelting and see if we can't craft up some saddles and maybe go, hopefully, if we haven't run too long on this episode, we will go and craft us up or tame us a beaver, Castoroids I believe it was, and then we'll have a pretty good complement, because we should at that point be able to ride Sheila 2.0, and if we have a Castoroids, we have a really good dino for harvesting wood, I would think, since it is a frickin' beaver, giant beaver. So we'll bring you guys back in as we get a little bit closer to that goal. Actually, before we go too much further, what is that? Can I ride you without overloading you? Oh no, I can't. Barely I can, but not really. Probably because I'm carrying stone and wood, right? Yeah. Okay, so let's get rid of the oil, scrap metal, element dust, electronics, paintbrush, 2 stacks of the wood. Does that make any difference here, Karen? It sure does. Okay. What was that? It looks like a parasaur, but it's like a robot parasaur. Level 60 tech parasaur. Okay. And when we were over here, we came out here by accident, and I think I saw beavers down here too. I see something in the water there. It looks kind of like they could be. That is a beaver. I see a Castoroids right there. I mean, we have trank arrows. I wonder if it might be worth it to try to tame if there's a better one over here. That's a level 85. Ooh. I see that. There's a crocodile over there. And there are fish. I thought those were piranhas. I see our other beaver friend right there, I think. Stay away from that croc, because it's most definitely going to be more powerful in the water than we are. Are you any good? If you hold still, I might be able to tell. Hey, hold still. Can't see well enough. Did you go right by me? Oh crap, piranhas. Okay, so there's the... Oh, no, we're not done with piranhas apparently. Nope. Little bastard. Are you hostile? Nope, you're not. Where'd our beaver go? Over there. Piranha? Die. Oh, picked up fish meat for some reason. Don't make me attack the thing I'm after, please. Alright, we picked up more fish. Didn't want fish, but we got fish. Okay, and she's almost out of stamina, so we're gonna have to get up on shore either way. What level is that? 85. That's the level 85. So where's the other one? I hear compies there too. Okay, there's the other one. I mean, those are good beavers. I wonder if it'd be worth it to try to capture one here. We can also see what's in those dams of theirs. Let's let this Karen's stamina recharge, and we can get a bite to eat. Okay. Beaver has... They're both level 85. Okay. So... I gotta think about how I want to do this. We don't have a taming pen, which is not ideal. But I do want to capture one. And bring it back with us. So... let's set you to passive. And see if we can't get just one of them to come over this way. Alright, so we finally got her. God, that was a hell of a process, but we found that original female casteroids, the female badger, and the only way I was able to do it was to jack up my gamma correction so that I could actually see her. She actually ended up, get that readjusted, thank you. She actually ended up clear over by this other side of the island here. So what we did was we managed to kite her onto the shore, and I'm sure you guys will see it in the form of a time lapse. I'll have to decide how I'm going to do that. Let's bring our raft a little closer to shore here. Alright, so what we did was we kited her onto the shore, and then I actually discovered that we could use a bola on her, or bolo, or bola, I think is correct. So we used a bola, stuck her in place, and used up almost all but 4 of our trank arrows on her, and I'm surprised we didn't kill her, to be honest. But it looks like she actually respawned, or refilled her health. So we never knock her out, so I don't think we ever started the taming effectiveness. Big old girl. Look at them big old beaver tail. Now, she's not a true beaver. This is a historically accurate representation, but there were giant beavers, but they weren't beavers as we knew them. Now, the thing I'm looking for, I gotta find narco berries. She's regaining her consciousness at a very substantial rate, and we don't want her to come back awake. So that means we need narco berries, and I don't have any. Of course, I have to find a frickin' plant first. It'll be nice when it stops raining, and then the sun might come out. That might be my best option right there. Compies, crap. Oh, you would frickin' start that right now, wouldn't you? Get past them. Thankfully I can outrun them, but doesn't do anything for my other issue, now does it? How am I doing as far as you go? Okay, yeah, you're gonna need some narco berries. There's no way I won't be able to have narco berries for you. So what I'm gonna do is I think I'm gonna swim across to this island. Let my stamina recharge a little bit. Swim across if I can do it quickly. Maybe check out that loot crate and see if I can get some narco berries. Actually, the sun's starting to come up, so that's good. But with the sun up, I don't need, or with that loot crate, I don't actually need. Oops, threw my otter by accident. Okay, so there's 12 narco berries, that should be good. What is it with this thing in useless engrams that I don't have any use for? I do have use for the medium crop plot, but if I'm going to end up with it getting a large, I mean, what's the point in having the medium as a set of standalone? And I probably have, I think I've already taken the compass one, so that's not useful to me at all. Okay, so let's get back over here and finish taming our beaver. Hopefully she doesn't need more than this. I know, darling. And this may end up just being a long episode, because as it stands, I'm not leaving without my beaver. Because that saves us a trip going over there, and I think this is actually a better beaver anyway. Two levels, so she'll be a pretty high level once she's actually tamed. Hi, Lystrosaurus. Okay. So we will bring you guys back in once we get her tamed, and once we get back, I keep saying this, but we're going to bring you guys back in once we get her tamed now, and once we get back to the house. Okay guys, and we are finally getting back home now. We finally have achieved something worth doing here, and we're going to have one more skip ahead here, probably, because, and with that, how easily can I turn around with this? That way I'm actually pointed the right way. Alright, well that's one way to deposit them. Good enough. Alright, so we have here, come on guys, if I don't get stuck. We'll have them follow me over onto the shore, and then we'll get smelting. Ugh. Everybody go over there, including you, cutie. Alright, so let's get our metal off the raft here and get it smelting. Oops, that is not the workshop, Derek. And then we'll go out here and we'll formally introduce you guys to our new friend, Katie, who I named after another person I used to know who has a tendency to make you feel like she's gnawing on your neck. Okay, yep, we're getting that back at a 2-to-1 ratio. Same thing with that scrap metal. Alright, so we got a lot done in today's episode. We have finished our breeding pen here, and this way we can do 2 big ones and even a small one here in the middle if we really wanted to at a time. And we can put walls up as needed with doors to keep things separate. We also have, of course, we have Doc here, who's actually a level 230 now. We have Karen, who's been very, very helpful to us. We also got, she killed us a Sarcosuchus. We have fish here we can actually go ahead and give to our other little friend, Alaska. And she's got fur too. Okay, so let's go ahead and give her the fish. It doesn't actually look like she's eating the fish though, so let's make sure she's stocked up on meat as well. And she's got 4 levels to go up on, so let's see. Let's do, I think I already maxed out or did the 10 on that, so let's do 10 on that and stamina. You're cute. And then of course we have Sheila here, who's just a beast of a tame. We're working on her health, I believe. Okay, well, don't do that. That made me nervous. And then we have our new addition, who I named Katie, like I said, after another nutty female who I know made you feel like she was gnawing on your neck. We'll give her more than just that. Those Mejo berries, or Mejo berries, the purple berries. We'll take those back, actually, because those are really good for taming. So, we also raided the beaver dams over where Katie was, and we picked up 5 stacks of cementing paste, a thick waterproof paste that could be used as mortar or to thicken another substance. So that'll be helpful. What? Oh, I forgot to give you your level up, Katie. I'm sorry. And we're going to level up her until 140. We're going to keep working on wood, I think. Or on weight, excuse me. Alright, let's see how we're doing on smelting and what all we can go ahead and build. Alright, we've got 10 and 13, and we've got 9 now here. Alright, so let's see what all we can build in our workshop up here. we can actually go ahead and do, first of all, let's do a bookshelf to hold blueprints and such. And I think, how are we doing on, let's combine those two. Yeah, so we'll have our bookshelf, so let's go ahead and do a smithy. Let's actually come down here too, and we're going to replenish our stock. We have lots of rotten meat now, or spoiled meat. And we also have lots of narcotics. So let's grab 34 and another stack of that, and we'll do, let's see, we need 7 more arrows, right? Okay, that brings that stack up to 30. We need 57. What's my choke point here? Thatch is the choke point. Okay, so let's grab 5 more things of thatch out of this. Since it does not weigh a lot. Oops, I didn't grab it. My bad. No, I did grab it. I'm just losing my mind. Okay, so thatch, we need 57 arrows. So that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 6, and 7. And then we'll do 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 50, 55, 6, and 7. And that should round us out as far as that goes. And while those are crafting, let's go ahead and put in our bookshelf to hold our blueprints and such. And we'll do the same thing with our bookshelf as we did down here, and we'll actually straddle the doorway with it, I think. Make sure that we're not colliding with anything. And make it as straight as I can here, lest my CDO bother me. That works, that works, that works. Okay, so there's our bookshelf. So as we find blueprints, we can stick that in there. We have a smithy. We'll leave that open for further smelters if we need them. Or, yeah, smelters. Forge is what it's actually referred to as, but it's a smelter. And that does not touch the wall. No, it does not. We have our smithy. So, excuse me, we can build our compass apparently. I didn't know we needed a smithy for that. Melee, we have our hatchet that needs hide. Okay, so we got to put stuff in the smithy in order to use it. So let's put in a stack of wood, a stack of hide, and our metal that we have. Sweet. Now we have our hatchet and our pickaxe. And we can ditch, finally ditch, our 2 stone tools. And these 2 can come over here. Okay, so let's go ahead, while we're waiting for more metal to smelt, let's go ahead and grab those 2 Ingrams, the Castoroids and the Therizinosaur saddles, respectively. And then we can start building up what we need to build those 2. Excuse me. Let's see, saddles. Castoroids will need 140 cementing paste. $290 hide. Easy enough to arrange. 200 fiber. Give you a stack of that. A stack of thatch. And there's that. Let's go ahead and put these down in our hot bar as well. Sweet. Okay, so now we are just waiting on a ton of metal for that. Next up, we have our fiber. We'll need another stack of fiber for Therizinosaur. Another 2 stacks of hide. Another stack and a bit of wood, which is fine. I'll just give all the wood that I have currently, put it all in there. Because that should cover the wood needs perfectly. Let's actually grab a stack of that back, because we want that. So Therizinosaur is what we're going to get to first, looks like. We need quite a bit more metal for the Castoroids. There's 17 here. And a little bit more here. Might be enough. Yeah, that one should be enough. Alright, so, not weapons, saddles. We can go ahead and build our Therizinosaurus saddle. Oh, I cannot tell you guys how excited I am to ride Sheila 2.0. While we're waiting around for that, let's come out here and say hello to Sheila. Hi, big girl. Let's see what this saddle looks like first of all. Okay, pretty big and beefy. Nothing, no bit, nothing like that. Shouldn't be able to be, or shouldn't need to worry about that. Alright, so she's pretty quick by herself. Oh, I like that. She's quick. So let's see how she does on fiber gathering. Really? Unless it's... Ooh! Ooh, yes, yes. Okay, so she has a special attack on the left trigger, where she basically just shreds it. I love that. And I can swing around while I'm doing it to grab even more fiber. Sweet. Ness. And of course she's a beefy attacker too. So I can actually use her. Oh, this is beautiful. Okay, so I gotta ask, how does that do with... It's not great on thatch. Oh, wow, she's very effective with gathering wood. Very effective. I didn't even need the... Sweet. So I can actually more or less empty my inventory. How much damage do you deal per hit? I'm curious. At least 98. Ouch. Okay, so guys, we now have our... We have a specialist in wood, I believe. But look at all that fiber we gathered. She's got meat in her inventory for some reason. Probably the dodo would be my guess. We also have some narco berries we can go use. But look at all that. Oh, I think I love you. I don't even need to... Yeah, I like you a lot. You're pretty. You're a big, beautiful boy, too. Okay, you're up to that. So your weight is now fully upgraded. So let's do... God, you make me nervous when you do that. Karen has an... Or Katie here has another... thing of... Another level up. What do? You just wiggle your butt. And slap the ground with your tail. Okay. So... in between episodes, that tells me that I'm going to be now that I've got 2 good wood gatherers and a couple of good pack mules, what we're going to actually probably do is we're going to start off, or when we get into our next episode, when I'm grinding resources for our next build, which is going to be our crop area over here, our greenhouse, Uh, I will gather, excuse me, I will gather a lot of wood, and we'll need a lot of wood for that anyway, but we will gather even more wood, and we will put in standing torches all over, you know, to light up our builds here, and our hallways, and more importantly, our house, which is so dark I actually more often than not need to run through it with a torch lit in my hand, because otherwise I can't see. So we've now got 5 tames, counting our little friend here on my shoulder. Okay, let's check on our metal, and if it's close enough, we may go ahead and do that. And geez, this smells slow. There's 15. That's only 30. God, these things smell slowly. And I need how much? I think it's 110 or so. 100, so I'm halfway there. I need 25 from each of my furnaces. So we're gonna cut away, and we'll bring you guys back in when we get closer to that goal. I will probably go ahead and grind some resources while I'm waiting. So we'll see you guys in a minute. Alright guys, so let's put those out, and that should be it as far as the metal we need. Oh, don't tell me. Oh, no, I didn't lose my mind. I was correct. Ooh, I about pissed myself off. Alright, so now we have our Casteroid saddle crafting. And we're gonna take her out for a ride and see how well she gathers wood. Now we are gonna have to, I just filled up our inventory, we're gonna have to empty it back out because she does not have that much as far as weight capacity goes. So what we're gonna do is we're going to filter our wood out and put it in there. We're gonna filter out our thatch, put it away, and we're going to filter our fiber out and put it away, and odds and sods we'll put in here. So like well actually, let's not put that away entirely because we may find a use for that. But this, I think we can pretty safely drop our water skin. It's just too inconvenient to use. Our raptor claw that we got from the alpha. Chitin. You can go put away that rotten meat, or the meat and the hide and such. Okay, so actually, you know what? We have a boatload of hide, so why don't we put our hide in these crates? Boom. That way it's not just taking up space. We've got narco berries and rotten meat, so let's put the rotten meat in here. Narco berries and our remaining narcotic. And we'll craft up all that we can as well. So meat, let's pile in here, I guess. And that's going to be RA for raw meat. RA apparently includes arrow, which is an interesting combination. It does technically, but it's AR, not RA. Okay, where's Katie? Good question. Where is Katie? There's Katie. Hi, sweetheart. Okay, there's your upgrade that you've earned. I basically exist. Oh, her saddle acts like a smithy, right? Nice. So we've got a mobile smithy. Come on, Katie. Let's go gather some wood. She's not the fastest, but we'll have to see how she does in water too, because that'll, you know, we want to make sure that she can swim okay. Okay, so she's pretty decent at gathering berries and such too. Does she have a special attack? She does not. Oh my goodness. Oh, I am so glad we got you. Now, my big question, if we look at our inventory, let's just go ahead and drop all this other stuff. We don't need it. But if we look at the, let's see, this should, a stack of this is supposed to be, she has a 50% weight reduction for wood. So she can actually hold even more wood while we're gathering. Beautiful. Okay. Let's level up her weight, and then let's go for a swim. And while we're doing that, let's, that'll be the wrapping up for today's episode. So guys, thank you so much for joining me for today's episode. If you like the video, be sure to hit that like button. If you... Oh, wow, she's a good swimmer. She does... We both have oxygen stats, too, so that's something we'll have to keep in mind, but, good sea transport. Okay, so, where was I? If you like the video, be sure to hit that like button. If you, want to see more content like this, be sure to subscribe. And, if you, if and when you do subscribe, be sure to hit that bell notification button. That way you can be notified when I post a new video. Currently I upload on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And if you have comments or feedback, I would love to hear from you. So be sure to hit that hit up the comment section down below, and that way I can be I can see your comments. I would love to hear from you. So apart from that, guys, thank you once again, everybody, for joining me for today's episode, and I will see you guys in the next video. See ya.